up, y'all? I'm back with a 2K video.
On the road, looking for a win against an Eastern Conference rival. The Miami Heat are ready to get this thing started. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, this is Kevin Harlan with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, welcoming you to NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And back in Toronto following the road trip, it's the Raptors on their home court. They can secure their spot in the postseason with a victory here.
And Kevin, they've got an opportunity to do it really early in the season, which shows you exactly how much they've been able to get accomplished this year.
Yeah, it shows you the consistency that they've shown pretty much throughout the year. It's been a great run for them, Clark, right from day one. And they'd like to keep it going here now.
So here's Miami's starting group. Chalmers and D-Wade are the guards. Nick Roberts at the 4 with Bosch at center. And it's Dang in at the small forward.
Well, hockey rules supreme here in Canada, but you got to respect these diehard Raptor fans.
It was almost
for the losing years, they've shown their support.
Now here's Bosch. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn.
I'm not doing these boys, man. The little dude didn't
and here's White. Patterson a screen on Chalmers. White dishes to Patterson.
Oh, my God.
You know, one thing you have to give Coach Aaron Spoelstra credit for
I already know Pat that
he's not wedded to just one approach. I like his ability to be flexible. And remember after the 2011 finals, for example, he really went back to the drawing board and changed Miami's offense to their small ball approach, but also wanted to get LeBron inside more. The result has been a couple of championship rings.
And Patterson drops them both. And just about a minute into the first quarter. Wade with it, now guarded by DeRozan. Wade against DeRozan. Wade kicks to Chalmers. And he gets it to go. You talk about Coach Spoelstra staying open to new ideas. He spent time in the summer studying football coaches and their techniques.
Yeah, kind of an interdisciplinary interest in greatness, and that's what goes into building a champion. Spoelstra, very intense and focused, always trying to find an edge, even if he has to kind of step outside the box a little bit.
Now Chalmers, after the missed 3 from White, and McRoberts kicks to Bosch. Just 5 to shoot. The basket good off the assist from Wade.
The defense pretty much helpless there, stopping that layup. I think too much of a mismatch in terms of height.
Patterson a screen on Chalmers. White drives in. And it's Miami with the rebound. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
But you know, they don't have anything to be ashamed about from that game. It was a good effort from them all around. They just needed another break or two that just didn't happen.
Yeah, you know, both teams can't win. You know, it comes down to a play or two either way. I thought both deserved to win, but only one could.
Now here's Ross. After the miss from White.
That's
off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
I didn't stop shooting.
He's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter. His shooting has really suffered.
Making their defense be sagging off.
Wade outside. Back to Dang. And he gets it to go.
That's how to orchestrate for your teammate. Terrific pass.
Here's White. Turned in an outstanding game against San Antonio. And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played.
Can't catch up. Can't catch up.
It's
What?
rebounded by Bosch.
What was that right there?
Not been a quarter for him to remember.
Yeah, it sure hasn't, Steve. I mean, he's been doing his invisible man impersonation here, hasn't he?
Here's Wade. Back to Chalmers. Doubled by White. Chalmers with it. Now defended by White. Dang passes to McRoberts. Dang against Ross. Our baseline change. It's going to be a second shot clock violation. They turn it over.
Yeah,
Oh, look at Dwayne Wade here. Great work over the last month. 7th in steals, and he's been
Well,
quite an
really,
offensive
nigga?
threat, averaging
Go back.
enough points to put him in the
Like
top
he's
20
gonna
in
go back to the
scoring.
Cavs.
And Steve, I think we should take a look back at his top 10 steals ranking that you mentioned a bit ago. I mean, that's impressive. This guy gets it done. Jumps the passing lanes when
he ain't
appropriate,
going nowhere.
but he also can pick the pocket of the ball handler, too.
White. He kicks it to Patterson. Back to White. And there's the feed to Patterson. The wide open look here
Pass,
for
a lot of
DeRozan.
roll.
Hands it from downtown.
Pat.
DeRozan's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Miami trailing.
Pass.
Chalmers dishes to Wade.
Oh, that was
And the
on me.
rejection by
Get
Valanciunas.
blocked, boy.
And out of bounds as Toronto
What he
gains
thought he was
possession.
doing?
And let's look
Yeah,
now at
quality
which
invite.
teams have been the hottest offensively for the past 10 games. In fourth, the Heat.
Yeah, what an impressive run for this club. Everybody seems to be scoring well at the same time. This club is really putting up big numbers.
As we approach the playoffs, let's see how
we
it's
right
shaping
there.
up. You take a look at the Raptors. Right now, they've acquired the second-best record in the conference. And, of course, Miami, right on their heels and with their sights set on gaining ground.
Looking at Toronto,
See,
they've been
see,
about
look
as
at
good as
this.
advertised.
I'm picking rolls.
Clearly one of the top teams in the league, no doubt about it.
Oh, they're going to be a tough out in the playoffs, Clark. No doubt about it. This is an elite team playing at a very high level right now.
And the basket by Wade.
Great looking bounce pass to
You
set
can
up
have
that
it.
play.
All I
Toronto's
know
gone
is
2
winning.
of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Here's the screen. Here's
Oh,
White.
y'all should know. Split bucket.
The three-pointer, no
Oh,
good.
really?
Well, last year his coach Eric Spoelstra made the claim that Bosch has transitioned into being an elite defender. He
No,
might
it's not
have
my
a point with
thing,
the way
then.
Bosch has grown.
Now here's Dang. Right now averaging 15 points a game. And yes, sir, that one drops.
Right there, we saw Bosch opened up space for the shooter. Well done.
White drives in. That's good.
Very
White's
versatile.
got
He
5
did that
points
back
so far.
himself.
Scoring-wise, a really sluggish start for him, guys. I mean, just 2 for 7 overall.
DeRozan against Wade. Wide open look.
Yeah.
And the Heat get another bucket right there.
Come on, man.
Don't take your
Come
eyes
on,
off of
bro.
him because
You
he
don't
can
stay
make
good D on
plays
him.
from multiple spots on the floor. Put the isolated cam on him.
White against Chalmers. Patterson, the screen. And White kicks to Valanciunas. Shot clock at 6. Three-pointer.
Bucket.
And
Oh,
it's
my
Miami
God.
with the rebound. Last time they met was in Miami.
And in winning that last game, guys, they drove the lane and attacked the basket very aggressively. It led to them drawing a lot of contact inside and causing some foul trouble for their opponent.
Don't work on me. I got picked.
Now, here's Chalmers. 11 points for him in that last game against Brooklyn.
He did a great job picking
Why you
the
always
defensive
stop that,
part, too. It wasn't just
Valanciunas?
his scoring. Give him credit for his passing in that game, too.
And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first quarter. And what Steve mentioned was a big reason they came out on top. Some of their opponents' most important players, it seemed, spent a good
Nothing on this
chunk
game.
of crunch time. Clark on the bench.
And that really gave them an upper hand late, Kevin. I love the
Kept
way
me
they
guys
went
up.
right
Buck.
at them
Oh,
in
my
that game.
God.
Attacking
Can I
them
get a
and drew
three
a bunch
this
of
game,
fouls.
man?
Right now, we're going to go to Doris Burke, who spoke with head coach Eric Spoelstra. What'd you find out, Doris?
He told me there aren't many big men with the mobility and length of Jonas Valanciunas, and that he's a player they'll really have to account for, saying, quote, JV is still developing his skill
that's
set,
bucket.
but there just aren't that many
I
people
knew I was saying that.
who
Put that step back
his
on.
motor, he can really impact the game. Guys, we'll see how they try to deal with it.
Thank you, Doris.
I knew that last dude was going to go in. I just saw it.
Going out now with
Get
a
that
home
step
run.
back and got open. Oh, we down by
Valanciunas,
10.
he's checked in
Oh,
for
we up
Johnson.
by 10. I thought we was
Patterson
down.
comes in for Johnson. DeMar
Red, red,
DeRozan,
red.
he's checked in for Lou Williams.
What we got in common?
And it's White in for Vasquez.
Going
and a
nowhere.
new group
You
in
ain't
for the
going
Heat.
nowhere, boy.
Chris
You're not
Bosh is
going
checked in
nowhere.
for Anderson.
Thought you
Josh
was going,
McGrowitz
boy.
comes
I'm
in
sending
for
that.
Luol Deng. Dwayne Wade's checked in for Nathan.
Not in my house,
and
boy.
it's Chalmers in for Norris Cole. On the floor for Miami, Chalmers and D. Wade are the guards. Nick
Step back.
Roberts at the 4
Bucket.
with Bosh at center. And it's
Tell him
Granger
with the
in at
step
the
back.
small
They're not going to know
forward
what to
position.
do with me.
And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Raptors?
Well, you have to admire their intensity in the paint defensively. I mean, really
Boy, you want to keep on
contested,
trying me. That's another block, boy. Don't stop playing with me.
Yeah, and I've noticed also that their quick hands have led to a lot of forced turnovers. They're getting some points in transition as a result.
Still told you, stop
Here's
playing
White
with me.
after Dwayne Wade's
Uh-oh,
miss.
DeMar DeRozan, another 3 buckets.
DeRozan.
He's going off
And
the
again,
things right
Toronto
now.
with the triple.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and
Can't leave
over
DeMar
and over.
DeRozan
That
open.
was the 9th straight
Taking
point
off.
from behind the arc, Clark. It feels like they've
You want to get
finding
blocked
the holes
again?
in this
Yeah, you
defense.
missing that.
Wade can't hit.
You know, typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what
I
happened
know
there.
you're going to hit that.
Well, the Miami Heat, since the Big Three assembled, have been a polarizing team. Some fans rooted for
Buckets,
them, others
aces.
rooted against them.
I saw
Either
you,
way,
Kyle
an
Lowry.
incredible story for the league.
He thought I
Just a
didn't see him,
huge
but I
draw
did.
around the NBA.
Terrence
saw
Ross
you
is
all
checked
the
in
way.
for Kyle Lowry.
Let's see how the Toronto Raptors fared in the NBA rankings. First in lowest turnovers a game, first in opponent points per game, and they're the number 2 field goal percentage team in the league. This is a team that has really grown in that area, taking good shots and knocking them down.
And what's most
course he
impressive
is.
out of all those
Okay.
numbers, Clark, is the few turnovers that they commit. Because now all of a sudden you're executing, you're putting a lot of pressure on the defense because they know they're not going to force a lot of steals and get out in transition to find easy
Oh, I
points.
got open.
Here's White
I didn't know
following
I
the
got
basket
off it
by
like
Chris
that.
Bosh. Ross passes to White. To the right
Gambling.
side.
Got that dead open buckets.
Misses off the right
Come
eye.
on, man.
And the defense got away with a major lapse there.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. And the basket by Chalmers.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
Well, it's become one of the stories of the first half, Clark, just piling up points in the paint.
Now here's White. 11 points in
I
the
know I was
game.
gonna pull that. Come on, why you
Anderson with
standing in
it.
the corner, boy?
Back to White. Raptors need to get a shot. The
Yeah,
wide open
but
look here for
oh
DeRozan.
man, he got open
Target with his
too.
3. The Heat trail by 14. Chalmers dishes the Bosh. He's looking for Granger and finds him. Wade kicks to Granger. Out to the right wing. The baseline jam. And it's Bosh, that time on the assist by Granger.
He was okay.
6 points for Chris Bosh.
I see
He
you,
is
boss.
just so good from that range, guys.
You know, never mind with the height advantage he had there.
Yeah.
Well, if the pressure's increased in the second half of the season, you wouldn't know it from looking at these numbers these wingmen have put up from the free throw since All-Star. Second is Danny Granger.
And knowing what I do about the guys on that list, I can tell you, they put in long hours in the gym to get those percentages where they are.
And that's what it takes, Steve. You know that better than anybody. I don't know if you're ever born a
Dead.
good free
Oh,
throw
really?
shooter. You can have some aptitude for being a good free throw shooter, but to be great, it's going to take a lot of hard work.
I let that go too
Now,
early.
here's Chalmers. Jonas Valanciunas unable to get his shot to go. Wade kicks to Chalmers.
Oh, he didn't shoot. That was lucky.
Bosh hits the pick for Wade. He feeds it to Bosh.
Get that
It's
steal,
stolen
boy.
by
Who thought he was
DeRozan.
back into with that flashy pass?
Pass to
This
White.
how you really do some flashy passes. Double team if you want. Yeah. Better not have double.
Patterson a screen on Chalmers. Was in the corner. He dishes it to Patterson. Now here's White. 11 points in the game.
Oh, I
And the
thought that
Raptors
was
miss
gonna go
again.
in.
Even though he isn't
I was
having the
gonna say,
best
oh, why
of
did I
games
just
from the
hit
floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him. DeMar DeRozan is starting to
pass
piece
it
it
up.
together. I mean, we see
Hey,
him up in the
scared to shoot.
scoring average. He's shooting it better. He's passing the ball with more
Yeah, you better have passed
confidence.
that.
He's becoming
Get
more
that
efficient.
easily. You would have took
You know,
it and
after
I
a
would have
big
blocked just like
extension
I was
from the
doing with
Raptors,
Wayne Wade. So
I think they've got to be pleased with his progress.
So it's Toronto now. The Heat knocking down the tray. Outside, White. Doubled by Bosh. To the inside, Ross. And a foul call on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
saw you just saw him dead open.
See, guys, when you look at DeRozan, where can he take the next step?
Well, he has the
throws.
physical tools to be an elite perimeter defender. He's made strides,
throws, he
definitely,
throws,
but
but,
he has the potential, I
well,
think,
he-
to be even better than what he is right
They,
now.
they put
And
Terrence
Toronto
Ross
making
wrong.
a change.
He was not that
Johnson's
wrong.
checked
man.
in. And then for Miami, Chris Anderson is checked in for Josh McRoberts. Dang comes in
Can
for
I get
Danny
that long
Greenshot. And it's Norris Cole in for Mario Chalmers. Heat on
Get
offense.
that step back on.
They're on a 9-1 run. Cole, the pass to
I need
Wade.
to start going hard in my pass.
Here's the lob to the hoop. And finished off by Anderson.
Really hard to decide, guys, which was better, the pass, the
wearing this
catch, or the
headband.
slam.
Clark, there's no wrong answer to that one, my friend. Sensational alley-oop all the way.